Turn to page 29 of your iPod. The lesson today is direct variation. Direct variation is described by an equation of the form y equals kx, where k cannot equal 0. You guys talked about this as 8th graders as being proportional. So this is not a new concept, just different words for y'all. So a constant in this case is our k. So what it's changing by is k, and that's just the same as slope. Its equation is y equals kx. We're used to seeing it y equals mx. Same thing, k and m are the same. Your table, it has to have 0, 0 in order for it to be a direct variation. And this is where you guys really talked about it last year, whether or not it was proportional is if it went through 0, 0. So here it's a direct variation if it goes through 0, 0. So let's look at number 1, or example 1, the word problem. You buy several markers for 70 cents each. Write an equation to describe the cost of buying markers. Okay, so you guys know that when you see the word each or per, that's where the slope goes. So here our equation would be y equals 0.70x. And that's it. So if you'll notice on this one, our y-intercept is 0. Okay, on this problem, we know that the 0.5 negative 20 is on the graph of a direct variation. We're going to want to write the equation. So if you'll look, we know that the point goes through 0, 0. So if we do our equation, our slope equation, we would take 0 minus negative 20 over 0 minus 5, and that would come out to be negative 4. So that's our constant variation. So our equation is y equals negative 4x. And there's our answer. Again, there's no y-intercept, or our y-intercept is actually 0. Our next example, we have a proportion. The building is 380 feet tall and 95 feet wide. If a scale model of this building is 12 inches tall, what is the approximate width of the scale? Okay, so we're talking about the height, how tall it is and how wide it is. So we're going to set up everything that we need to know, and what we're looking for is the approximation of the width on the scale. So my scale is 12 inches tall. We don't know how wide it is. Here this is 380 feet tall and 95 feet wide. Now we're going to do cross multiplication. So 95 times 12 is 1,140, and that's going to be equal to 80x. And all we did is we multiplied these two and these two. Now from here, y'all should remember that we have to divide by 380 to get x by itself. So x would be 3 inches wide. In our last example, we have a hot air balloon's height varies directly as the balloon's ascent time in minutes. If the air balloon rises 50 feet per minute, so this is the feet per minute, so we have 50 over 2, then how many minutes would it take to ascend 3,500 feet? So again, we're going to cross multiply. 3,500 times 2 is 7,000. 50 times x is 50x. We're going to divide by 50. That reduces. 7,000 divided by 50 is 140. So 140 is equal to x. So how many minutes would it take? 140 minutes. Again, this will go glued down on page 29.